Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. All right, it is Friday. Today is Friday. Yeah, today's Friday. I just got my cup of coffee. I haven't done anything else. Coffee pot is still brewing. That's how early it is. So I got up and I'm like, okay, I just gotta start. So I have a long day ahead. I'm starting a project. We have redone all of our house upstairs painting. The little boy's room and Colin and Evan's room we have not touched yet. So I'm gonna do one at a time because I pull the furniture out of the one. It only fits in the living room. So I'm going to attempt the little boy's room today. My goal is to get it finished. I don't know if that's possible. I'm gonna be hoping for and believing for it. We will see. So what we did last night, I was thinking I would just sand it a little bit and take the bed apart maybe, and then Greg came home, he's like, honey, let's take it all apart. So he did. He got all the bed taken apart because there's a lot of screws because he put that together and built it into a sturdy bed. And then he ripped up all the carpet and I was like, go honey. So the room is empty and I'm like, okay, this will make painting so much easier. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna get in there right now. I just got coffee, I'm barely awake. I'm gonna put my earbud in, listen to my motivational sermon here to get my life going. And then I'm gonna start painting all the trim, get a coat on the trim, paint the ceiling because our ceilings are stained or damaged from, we had our smoke from our fire. Get that cut dried, and then I'm gonna give another layer of the trim and then get they're real dark navy walls in there with white. So I've got some, I assumed I would have to do like a, what do they call that, a base coat. I'm drawing a blank because I have not had much coffee. You know, like a base coat down on the ground. Something on the bottom so that the dark doesn't bleed through. You know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna do that, and then I was deciding what color paint to use. I was gonna do grays and all these things. I'm like, you know what? I went in my bedroom, looked at the paint I had. I still have about almost a third of the brown paint here, the tan that I have on my walls back here, and I'm like, you know what? That would be fine in the bedroom. I'm like, they're not gonna care. I'm like, they care more about like what's in the room versus the walls, and that looks nice, just a neutral color. So Lauren's like, Mom, what do you always say? And I'm like, I don't know what. She's like, gather your fragments, Mom. I'm like, that's right, gather those fragments. So I'm gonna do that. And then if I have to go get more, which I don't think I will, it'll be the same color, so that'll work out. So that is the color I'll do in the room, and that'll be perfect. So I'm gonna do that today. My goal is to get that finished, and then I can get their beds ordered, and they're gonna get 2 desks in there. We gotta figure out what we're gonna do for the flooring too. So it's gonna be good. So what's our motivational quote for the day? Jaden did my motivation. I told her, I said, it's gotta be something to do with like projects and be motivated. And she's like, no, I don't know what the first one she said. I was like, you can't say that, Jaden. So she changed to this. I can't remember what it was. Again, not enough coffee, but today it says, don't limit your challenges, challenge your limits. I'm like, okay, that's true, but you don't think you can do it? Because I know myself, I'm like thinking, am I gonna do this? And I'm like, you know what? I already did the whole up here and I did it. But to start another one, you're just like, oh gosh, is that really what I can do it? I'm like, yes, you can do it, because it just seems overwhelming. Even in my bedroom, I'm like, I gotta take all of my furniture apart. I have a lot of furniture, more than I've ever had. The boys' room was just take the bed apart, that's all they have in there. But my room, I'm like, it's a big giant mess to take apart in there. And so I'm like, oh. So we're just gonna take an elephant, we're gonna bite it one bite at a time, right? So I'm gonna get that boys' room done today. Hopefully this weekend, maybe we'll be able to go get some flooring somewhere and get their floors in, and that would be awesome. I told you I gotta get all this done before Thanksgiving, so I'm just gonna move, and I can't do it every day, but I'm just gonna get her done. So I'm gonna get my coffee. All the alarms are going off. Nobody's awake. Every alarm is going up. You can hear it. Lauren has kids today in the household, which is awesome, so I'm not gonna worry about a thing. It's all kind of tore up now, so she won't have anything. I'm like, you can't clean out there. I mean, there's no living room anyways. I'm like, just do dishes, fold the towels, and I'm happy the kids can play because they did their testing this week, so today will be off. And then I have all my leftovers from dinner yesterday, so we'll be eating that today, and it's gonna be an easy day. So, okay, today's project day with Amy. We painted my boys' room. So you ready to go in there? That's what I'm gonna do. Let's go. All right, this is the boys' room at its current state.
Like you like me too. We can take it slow, make sure we do this right. Canceled all my plans to be with you tonight. Tonight. just sit with me, talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever wanna go, come closer next to me, trying to find another way to say this, but I think we were meant to be. You make me anxious. I think I might be stuck on you. I love the things you did for me. For me, it seems like you're dropping clues. There's no need to rush, so let's just take our time. Dropping everything, 'cause you're stuck on my mind. So just sit with me, talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever wanna go, come closer next to me, trying to find another way to say.
Okay, it's only been 15 minutes and I got one coat of the trim on, so let that dry. This room was a lot easier to do. I did the trim out there, it was a lot more shiny, so it didn't stick as well. This was, I don't think this was clear coated, because you can tell it just sucked right into the wood, which is awesome. So I won't have to do, I think out there I did 4 coats. I probably maybe 2, maybe 3 in here, so awesome. Let this dry. I'm gonna start on the ceiling now, my most favorite job. But I'm gonna start up there and get that going now.
We were meant to be. Oh, we were meant to be. Oh, we were meant to be. Oh, we were meant to be. So just sit with me, talking through the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever wanna go, come closer next to me, trying to find another way to say this, but I think you were meant to be with me, talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever wanna go, come closer next to me, trying to find another way to say this, but I think we were meant to be. I'm not heading for the stars, driving down the boulevard tonight.
Okay, so it's 8 o'clock. I got paint all over me. You know how I paint. Awesome. I hope you take your good tips, how you taught me to do in a W and a V, all you people that shared with me the last time. This is going way quick, which is awesome. I'm excited. Put some worship music on, you'll be awesome. So ceiling I think is done. I'll have to wait till I can see in here because it's kind of dim in here. But I'll let that dry. I'm gonna start on my second coat of trim paint now.
Play on repeat, watching people on the street as I go by. And it doesn't even matter to me where I go. I just feel I need to take a ride. Got my coffee cup to go, and I'm gonna hit the road tonight. Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I go.
All right, we are moving paint all over me. You know I'm grooving because I've got paint on me. So I've got the white paint done. I'm not done. I'll have to let it dry. I just brought a fan up here because I'm like, it's cold in here. I think we're 32. I think we're 32 degrees outside right now, so it's a little chilly. When we moved down here 5 years ago, it was like this. They had like the snowstorm of the year, and it was October 31st. I remember it actually delayed us coming down one day because there was so much snow. It was crazy, and then it was like beautiful. So I'm feeling like this year's going to be like that year, and it was the most gorgeous winter ever. So I'm hoping that that's what our weather's going to be. So I'm going to, I think I'm just leave my paint out because I'll probably have to do some more as stuff dries, but I'm going to get another container out and I'm going to start pouring in my primer. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm going to prime the dark walls, and I think I just have to paint them with the orange. I hope that's what you have to do. So just the orange and the blue navy walls.
Go in and relax tonight. Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I go. I'm not heading for the stars, driving down this boulevard tonight. Yeah, playing Coldplay on repeat, watching people on the street as I go by. Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I go. I get so caught up in the middle, thinking of drowning in those blue eyes. I'm losing sight 'cause I am falling. I'm so deep down, deep down.
All right, it's about 9:30 right now. Kids are finally moving and grooving and a late night. So all the primer's done. I'm gonna wash this off because I'm not gonna do any more primer. Let this dry a little bit more because I would just start painting, but I do have to let it dry a little bit. And then I'll start with the coat. Get it. Actually, I'm gonna come back in while it's dry and do the trim, one more coat on the trim, and then hopefully the top will be done by then. Okay, so I'm covered. I did 2 coats on the ceiling, 3 coats on the trim, 2 coats on the primer. So Jensen's gonna come in because he wants to paint, so you gotta let him paint, Mom. So he's gonna paint my doors on the closet. I have to get the other door here. We only had one. I feel like the other one they took out because if you open it and the door doesn't open, I don't know. It seemed like a pain every time. For whatever reason, they didn't have it up, and then I put it up and I was like, I'm taking this down. So we took it down. I don't know, maybe I'll even put some kind of curtain up there. I don't know yet. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do there yet, but he's gonna paint that door for me, and then he's gonna do the one in the hallway, and I'm going to start doing, I'm gonna check the wall that's most dried, and I'm gonna start doing the regular paint. We're gonna go.
That I die, I can't hide what this is. Yeah, I keep drowning in those blue eyes, and you can tell me all of your lies. I will put out all of the fire if it gets too dark. I'll be your light. Be your light. I'll be your light. If it gets too dark, I'll be your light. Be your light. heavy hearts is not a lie. I will put out all of the fire. We stumble and
Okay, I shared last time how awesome this tool was. Remember I told you the Sure one, which is the red one? Do not get, this is Pro Edge. I'm double checking. Pro Edge. I got it at Lowe's. Awesome. I looked online and couldn't find it, so I don't even know. But I got this at Lowe's. This is the best edger. You'll never have to tape your things ever again. So you literally, hopefully I'll be able to get on here. Let me, the window's right here, so it's such a bad thing, but you literally, it's got a hole there. So if any of your, I'm covered, any of your paint drips over, it goes in the hole. It doesn't go on your rollers. And that's what you need, sorry. That's what you need. So it's so simple. And it gets a perfect edge. You got a little bit extra like I do, because I have her fill. That's awesome. Greatest edger ever. Pro Edge. Get one of these.
you can tell me all of your lies. I will put out all of the fire if it gets too dark. I'll be your light. Be your light. I'll be your light.
Okay, so we're doing great here. I've got one whole coat on all the walls. I'm so excited. So I gotta let it dry a little bit. Trust me, I want to do another coat like right now. So I've got the fan going and I'll let it dry and I'll do another coat on there. So excited. So what I'm gonna do now is measure the floors, get it measured so I know how much flooring I need to purchase. All right, it's 10:30 and I've got a good coat, first coat on there. So I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna do one more coat. I'm gonna start this wall I started over here and I feel like this is a good second coat. And I'm just gonna leave that for now. I'm gonna work on this one next. Get one good coat and then I'm gonna leave and go pick up my floor, outlet covers, all the things I need, and then I'll come back and see what I really have to touch up, because I was talking to Lauren and I'm like, you know, it's the boys' room. They are not picture perfect and nor they are gonna keep this picture perfect, so I'll get it good enough to my standards. Already looks 1,000 times better. Okay, all my coat is on for right now. I'm gonna leave it and then I'll come back and see like where anything bled through, where I have to do again. Measure my floor now, I didn't do that before, and see how big of a space I need to fill. All right, so it's time to clean up and then I'm gonna run to Lowe's. I've got my, can you see me down there? I've got my, you know it's great for taking out paint? Norwex spot, takes it off really good. So anyways, so what I'm gonna do, hold on 1 second, is I'm going to, I measured the floor to figure out how big my area. I think we're gonna do tile in there, like not ceramic tile, but sticky tile. I know some people are like, why didn't you do the wood? My boys are boys. And they are boys. I told my husband, I said, if I put like ceramic tile in there, like I know they're gonna be dropping stuff off the bed and it's gonna smash and, you know, break because they're boys. And then we thought about doing the wood and I'm like, the first time they like put permanent marker on it because I, for some reason, feel like they're going to, I'll be so mad. So I'm like, what about, let me think of, what about just tile? I mean, it can look like ours, the floor in the living room, and then I'll put a nice rug down for them. But I'm like, in reality, in a few years, I'm gonna have to replace it because they're boys. So I feel like we're gonna go with that. And the other bonus is I can do that, right, myself. So I'm gonna get all this paint off here so that I can go pick up Greg and then we can go to Lowe's. Covered, okay.
I am running for you. I am running for you. If it gets too dark, I'll be your light.
All right, this is the day you don't want to run into anybody because you have paint on your hair. I remember one time I was painting the living room and I went to our park and I literally had like paint everywhere. And I was like, and I pulled up and it was all of our association there. And I was like, our community association. I'm like, hey, it's me, hopefully this is the day that I didn't see anybody. And then I saw everybody. So, all right, I'm gonna go get Greg, bring you along. Okay, I came to pick Greg up, so I called and he like wasn't answering. I'm like, honey. So I go in there, open the door, and I was just about to go like this, and then I realized that the owner of the building, which is super nice guy, he's like, I'm like, wait, you're not my husband? So super great. So they were just chatting away in there. So I'm gonna grab him. We're gonna go into Lowe's and go see. I grabbed me some lentil chips here because I was hungry, and some my 310 lemonade. So we'll get some food in a little bit. All right, we're gonna go. All right, so this is what we're getting. We're going with tile. Oh, sorry, I should have taken a video. Okay, we decided to do the peel and stick tile because it's $1. It's a boys' floor. Here's husband. Hi. It's only $1. If we get like the pergola floor, which is downstairs, that's like $3.
We'll break it right down to the boys' room, everything.
And they know that. It's mess. They're slobs, they're gross. In a nice, kind way. My boys are just messy. So for $1, I'm like, that's gonna be great. So we're gonna get 3 of these boxes. We're gonna go with, we're gonna go with driftwood up here. And then guess what it is? It's peel and sticks. You know who's gonna be putting it in? Me. Look at that. Greg will cut the corners. Right there, we're gonna use that. I think that looks great. For $1. Can't beat that. Okay, so we just got back home. Didn't record any more into Lowe's just because it was crazy. But we got the floor, which is good. I got him a fan and a light as well, and I got outlet cover. So I'm back at home and I'm looking at the walls and I'm like, okay, they look good. So there's a few spots up on top that I feel like the paint is coming through and I need to just do another coat of brown. I will, then I'll do my white and then that's it. And then I'm gonna worry about the floor. It said to do a latex flooring primer. Didn't see it till I got home. So I'm thinking I have this latex paint. I'm just gonna roll it on the floor. I feel like you could do that. But we'll see. I gotta do a little Google search first. So, all right, painting is done. Now, I was done at 12:30, right? Yeah, 12:30 I went and got Greg. Went to the store and came back. So I just did one more coat. Actually touched up paint here and out there because when they were doing the tile, they nicked a couple of the walls. So I got that done. So now I'm gonna get, I got the dirty, really dirty shop vac. I'm like, ew. And I'm gonna suck everything really good, the corners, and get all the dirt and dust off the floor. And then I'm going to use my paint drywall primer. And I'm gonna do a coat on the floor, and that's what I'm gonna use on the floor. Then I'll put my sticky towel down. I feel like I can do that. It's gonna work. I'll put in the closet first. Okay, so there's lots of little tiny nails and things on the ground, so you want to make sure those are all picked up. So this is going to take the time. It's going to take time to prep and get all this up. We got me some pliers here. I'm sure there's better ones, but this is what Jensen found, so I'm just going to use these and hope for the best. Okay, this is going to be a little bit of work, so I'm just going to rip all these up. Wish me luck.
Went for a walk with the stars last night. Did not believe that I would end up right. Lucky endings were not something for me. I drove around all across the land. Thought that I was caught in a one-man band. But playing all those sad and lonely songs. My faith was lost, my hope was gone. My dreams were shattered and I was done. I was roaming down the street in my weary feet. And then you came along with the love so strong. You took me out of the cold.
Okay, I'm hopeful, looking a mess. I want to see a beautiful mountain view the boys have. Let me show you. Look at that. Fall time is a great time. Look at that view over there. The ridge line's so pretty. It's cold outside, but it's sunny and warm, or sunny. The sun makes it warm. So, okay, so everything is good, I hope. I'm just like, Lord, you know I gotta do this, so Lord, you're gonna help me. That's what I had to say. So, vacuumed up as much as I could, and I took a paper towel and wiped it multiple times, and there's like a lot of yuck in it. So I am gonna hope that this works. It kind of seems like they said you could put it on the what's that stuff called? Plywood. But I do have a paint and primer left that I had up for the walls. So I'm going to roll that on the floor, just one quick coat, and hope that it doesn't get like, because there is like sandy stuff on there. So we're gonna hope it's gonna be good. I'll start in the corner, move this way so I don't step on it, and let it dry. And then we'll put the peel and stick down. I can do this, right? I can do all things. Christ strengthens me. You got this, ladies. If you don't, husband doesn't have time to do it, just attempt it. So if I make any mistakes, you can learn from them. So get those good pliers. If you get longer ones, it'd be a whole lot better. Mine were like cheapy sliding, but it's good. So I'm gonna start over here in this corner. We're just gonna do it. All right, boys are sleeping up there. I didn't even show you what I ate. I had put together salad with the grilled chicken on it. Okay, the floor is done. I mean, done painted. And it's about 6 o'clock right now. I'm looking so white in here. So I want to show you how you can get a whole room done in a day. So I had to Google and search and look at how to stick these towels down. I was like, I'm so afraid I'm gonna mess up with the thing, but I'm like, who cares? Who cares? So I'm gonna put it right here, and I think I cut it at the very end and lay that next piece here. Hopefully it's right. So wish me luck. Okay, I got one row done. Let's see. All right, I can't believe it's 6:30 and I still have a little bit more of the floor to do, but that's it. This is actually really good. You guys know me, I'm not the straight cutter. There's a few spots where I'm like, there's a little tiny gap, but that's okay, nobody's gonna see it but me. Actually really good. Like if you couldn't do tile, the porcelain tile I could do out there, I would definitely do these. Like I'm looking at this going, oh my goodness, why didn't I not do this in my other part of the house? Because it's so simple to go down. So I don't know, 99 cents a square foot, super cheap and good. We'll see how long they last and stuff. But they're boys, so it's all good. All right, I'm gonna finish this up over here so I can get done for the night. And then I just ordered their furniture for in here. Desk and a bed. So it'll be good. All right, let's finish.
You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory.
All right, look at me, I'm a mess. It's 7 o'clock. I have finished their room. So, how awesome. Actually, okay, well, I'm almost finished. I'll show you in a minute. There's 2 spots where I got paint from the floor on the wall that I just have to touch up, but I can do that in like a minute. So, the floor was awesome. I was like, is it bad that I love this floor? If you cannot do tile, like ceramic tile in your house, seriously consider the vinyl floor and stick, because it's like literally 99 cents. And I'm like, we have the Pergo downstairs. I mean, it's still hard floor to sit on. It's still wood, but it's still, I'm like, this is awesome. So, okay, so the flaws, I told my husband, I said, because it's definitely not perfect. I'll show you my flaws. So when you do yours, you don't have to freak out, because I was freaking out for a minute and I was like, it's fine. So let me show you. All right, so you can see right here. Let's see, it's so dark in here. Okay, see right here, a little bit, I started getting off on the gap somewhere, and then it continued over here, and then continued over here, and then this one's a little bit bigger out of all of them. Now, I looked it up, and they actually have a vinyl tile filler. It's $10. I'm like, you know what? But my husband said probably over time these will slide a little bit, so more likely you're never even gonna notice it, because when you come up and stand and look back, you don't see that little line. So this was awesome. And right here, this part I missed, but this, again, I'll put that little filler in there. So this was good. And then the closet, this was the paint. When I rolled down the floor, I got it on the trim, so I need to touch that up, no big deal. Okay, so when I got to the closet, I had my cut pieces right here. What I will do in the other room, because I'm gonna do the Colin Evans room, is not stop at the closet. I'll go all the way in the closet, because what happened is I stopped right here, because I was watching a YouTube video. They told me to do that, but then this was uneven. So I'm like, wait a minute, how was I do this? So Greg tried his best to cut this super straight, and it's super hard, and the razor blade is dull, and I was using a plastic ruler to cut that with, because everything's at the shop. So no big deal, because it's right into the closet, and then I just put the tiles, or the vinyls this way. So it ended, it's a little bit short right here and here, it can, but we are gonna get the molding, the half moon molding, to go all the way around. So those are my flaws. So my recommendation is don't stop at the perfect square. Go all the way into your closet, because otherwise you're gonna deal with this. But everything else, because every cut square or cut piece goes under the molding, so you don't even see that it's not perfect. So that's it. Oh my goodness. So that is how you do a room. Okay, so cost-wise, everyone's gonna ask that. The tile was 99 cents a square foot, and I needed 3 boxes. They were 36. Hold on, I gotta figure that out, hold on. I had to think about it for a minute. Okay, so we spent like $260 because we bought a fan, and spent $40 for the fan, which is not up yet. And then the primer for the walls was $20. That one I did buy, but I still have half a gallon. The ceiling paint we had from all the rest of the house, and that's like $15. And then I used my leftover Valspar paint, because I didn't even use that much. So brushes we used from before. Colin got me some new rollers for $5. So basically I paid for the floor, which is not a whole lot of money. So $250, or no, is that right? Yeah, $250 for floor. That's not bad for brand new floor. Look at feeling like a mess. So, all right, so that's my Motivation Friday. Remember, don't let your limits limit you, or whatever James' verse for the day is. So now what we're gonna do, I'm done. I'm gonna pick up, the boys are gonna put their mattresses in here so they can sleep. This week I'll do more, their bedding and everything comes, and then I'll show you a video of that. What we're doing tomorrow is candy party. Lauren, I'll share with you that on Monday about candy party, what we do. Maybe I'll do a clip of it and add it to Monday's video. So it's gonna be a great weekend to relax. So I thank you guys for watching, hanging in there for a while. I redid the boys' room. If you need a project, you can get it done in one day, mamas. It took me one day, and I stopped and stirred a lot. Get your supplies, you can get it done. So, all right, we will see you guys again tomorrow for Abundantly Blessed, and Monday for another video. All right, have a great day. Bye.